What starts here changes the world. Bold claim, right? But what if I told you that changing the world doesn't require monumental feats? It starts with the smallest actions, making your bed, standing your ground, and refusing to give up when life gets tough. In this speech, Admiral McRaven shares lessons that will inspire you to face fear, build resilience, and take steps that ripple far beyond your own life. These lessons aren't just motivational, they're transformative. Ready to unlock the secrets to success and impact? Let's dive in. In Navy SEAL training, every morning began with the same ritual, making your bed to perfection. Every crease had to be tight, every corner squared, and every pillow centered. At first, it seemed pointless. How could such a mundane task matter to individuals preparing to become elite warriors? But the wisdom behind this exercise would reveal itself in time. Success starts with mastering the basics. Making your bed is more than a chore, it's a declaration. By completing this small, intentional act, you set the tone for the entire day. That single accomplishment creates a ripple effect. It builds momentum, driving you to tackle the next task, then the next. By the end of the day, that one completed task snowballs into a sense of pride and achievement. Here's the kicker. Even on your worst days, when everything feels overwhelming, you'll return home to a bed that's made. It's a small but powerful symbol of order, resilience, and hope. It reminds you that no matter how chaotic life feels, you can take control one small act at a time. And tomorrow, you'll have the chance to begin anew. So, what does this teach us? If you want to conquer your fears and change your world, start small. Make your bed. Master the basics, and the big victories will follow. Life, much like SEAL training, isn't a solo journey. Imagine this. 7 recruits crammed into a small rubber boat, facing towering 8 to 10-foot waves off the San Diego coast. The only way to navigate those crashing surf zones and paddle miles down the coastline is through perfect synchronization. Every paddle stroke must match the rhythm of coxswain, the leader who sets the pace. Everyone must dig in equally. If even one person falters, the boat tips, progress halts, and the crew must start over. This vivid scene is a metaphor for life. You can't navigate the rough waters of your fears and dreams alone. You need people to paddle with you. Friends, colleagues, mentors, and even strangers who guide or encourage you along the way. But asking for help isn't always easy, is it? Sometimes pride convinces us that independence is strength. Yet even the strongest individuals rely on teamwork. Think about it. World leaders have advisors, athletes have coaches, and entrepreneurs have teams. They understand that synergy, not solitary effort, leads to success. When you're facing challenges, don't hesitate to reach out. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Be open to collaboration and seek mentors who can guide you. A strong coxswain, a mentor, leader, or trusted friend can help you stay the course, keep rhythm, and reach your destination. Here's an essential truth. Life's journey is far more meaningful when shared. Success isn't just about individual victories. It's about collective triumphs. The more you uplift others, the more they'll lift you in return. Here's an inspiring twist. In one SEAL class, the best performing boat crew wasn't made up of the tallest and strongest men. It was the Munchkin crew, a team of individuals under 5 feet 5 inches. Their strength didn't come from physical stature, but from their diversity and tenacity. This group embodied a mix of cultures, ethnicities, and backgrounds. An American Indian, an African American, a Polish American, a Greek American, an Italian American, and 2 kids from the Midwest. Together, they achieved remarkable harmony and power. Their differences became their greatest asset, each member contributing unique strengths to the group. Diversity is often misunderstood. It's not just about bringing different people together. It's about leveraging those differences to achieve something greater. Diversity enriches our lives, broadens perspectives, fosters innovation, and cultivates empathy. When we surround ourselves with individuals who challenge us and think differently, we unlock new possibilities. Ask yourself this: who are the people in your boat? Are they all the same, or do they bring unique strengths to your journey? Embrace diversity, not just in people, but in ideas, experiences, and approaches. When you do, you'll find yourself equipped to face life's challenges with greater creativity and resilience. In SEAL training, the Munchkin crew became a legend. They weren't the strongest or the tallest, but their grit, determination, and unity allowed them to outperform everyone. They consistently out-paddled, outran, and outswam the larger crews, even with their tiny little flippers mocked by others. Despite the teasing, they always had the last laugh, reaching the shore ahead of everyone else. This crew was a reminder that success isn't dictated by external attributes like size, background, or privilege. It's measured by willpower, perseverance, and the size of one's heart. SEAL training is often called the great equalizer. Nothing mattered, your ethnicity, education, or social status. What counted was your ability to keep pushing forward, no matter the odds. This lesson applies universally. When facing adversity, remember, it's not your resources or circumstances that define you, but your resourcefulness and resolve. Greatness isn't reserved for those born with advantages. It's earned by those who refuse to give up. Ask yourself, how do you define success? Is it tied to external metrics, or do you focus on the internal qualities that truly matter? Your heart, your determination, has the power to defy all odds. At some point in SEAL training, every recruit experiences the dreaded sugar cookie drill. A student failing a uniform inspection, no matter how hard they tried, was sent into the surf, fully clothed, to roll in the sand. The result? They'd spend the rest of the day cold, wet, and coated in sand. The lesson wasn't about uniform perfection, but about resilience in the face of unrelenting challenges. Many couldn't handle it. They felt crushed when their best efforts went unrecognized. They saw the exercise as punishment rather than a test of mental fortitude. Those who quit didn't grasp the deeper message. Sometimes life will make you a sugar cookie, no matter how well you prepare. This is a hard truth to accept. You can do everything right, and yet, circumstances might still go against you. But here's the key. Don't let unfairness stop you. Life's not about avoiding the sugar cookie moments. It's about learning to move forward despite them. The next time you face unwarranted criticism or setbacks, ask yourself, will this moment define you, or will your response define it? Strength is built when you endure life's challenges and keep going. Accept the sugar cookie moments, dust yourself off, and move forward. In SEAL training, failing to meet performance standards meant being placed on the dreaded circus list. Those on the list had to endure an extra 2 hours of intense physical training at the end of an already grueling day. The circus was meant to wear recruits down, breaking their spirit and forcing them to quit. And yet, an unexpected phenomenon emerged. Those who faced the circus regularly grew stronger over time. The extra pain and exhaustion turned into a surprising advantage. Their bodies and minds adapted, and these recruits became more resilient. They learned that failure isn't a setback, it's a forge for strength. Life, much like SEAL training, is filled with circuses. You'll face failures, disappointments, and moments that push you to the edge. And yes, it will hurt, but failure isn't final unless you let it be. Every setback holds an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more prepared for future challenges. The circus teaches us to embrace adversity as a natural part of life. When you fail, and you will, don't fear it. Lean into the discomfort. Understand that every trial is a step toward building the resilience needed to achieve greatness. As the saying goes, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Twice a week, SEAL trainees tackle the obstacle course, a grueling test of physical and mental endurance. Among the course's 25 challenges, the most daunting was the slide for life, a 200-foot-long rope suspended between a 3-story tower and a single-story platform. Recruits had to climb the tall tower, swing underneath the rope, and pull themselves hand over hand across the expanse. The obstacle course pushed every trainee to their limits. It wasn't just about physical strength, but also the mental courage to face fear head-on. The towering heights and demanding challenges symbolize the truth about life. Every obstacle we face is an opportunity to grow stronger. Think about your own life. What is your slide for life? Is it fear of failure? Fear of being alone? Fear of stepping outside your comfort zone? Whatever it is, remember, courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the decision to move forward despite it. The record for the SEAL obstacle course had stood unbroken for years when a trainee from the class of 1977 finally shattered. How? By believing in his ability to conquer the impossible and refusing to let fear hold him back. This is the mindset we all must adopt. The record for the SEAL obstacle course seemed unbeatable until a student decided to challenge the norm. Instead of sliding down the slide for life rope the traditional way, inching along with caution, he chose a head-first approach. It was risky, unconventional, and could have ended in injury or failure. Yet by sliding down head-first, he not only completed the challenge faster, but shattered the record. This bold move wasn't reckless, it was calculated. He understood the risk, prepared himself, and committed fully to his decision. His actions remind us that progress often requires stepping outside your comfort zone and daring to take risks. Think about the obstacles in your own life. Are you approaching them cautiously, inching forward, or holding yourself back out of fear? Sometimes, the only way to break through limitations is to tackle them head-on. Sliding down head first doesn't mean acting recklessly. It means embracing boldness, trusting your preparation, and taking a leap of faith when the moment calls for it. Ask yourself, what's one bold action you can take today to move closer to your goals? Whether it's applying for that dream job, starting a passion project, or sharing an unconventional idea, remember, great rewards come to those who dare to slide head first. SEAL training includes a harrowing night swim in the shark-infested waters off San Clemente Island. Before the swim, instructors brief the students on the various species of sharks that inhabit the area. They share an unnerving piece of advice. If a shark circles you, stand your ground. Don't swim away. Don't show fear. If the shark charges, summon your strength and punch it in the snout. It will retreat. This lesson transcends the waters of San Clemente. The sharks in life, whether they're critics, fears, or obstacles, are inevitable. They circle when you're vulnerable, challenging your resolve. But here's the key. Fear feeds sharks. When you stand your ground, you take away their power. Life is filled with moments when backing down feels like the safest option. A tough conversation, a high-stakes opportunity, or a public challenge can trigger the instinct to retreat. But retreating only reinforces fear. Instead, confront your sharks with courage and determination. Punch them in the metaphorical snout, and you'll find they're not as fearsome as they seem. What are the sharks circling you today? Is it fear of rejection? Doubt about your abilities? Criticism from others? Whatever it is, stand firm. The sharks can only win if you let them. One of the most challenging SEAL missions involves conducting underwater attacks against enemy ships. Divers must navigate over 2 miles underwater, guided only by a compass and a depth gauge. As they approach the ship, the light fades. The steel structure blocks moonlight and all surrounding illumination. Under the keel, the darkest part of the ship, visibility drops to 0, and the noise of machinery is overwhelming. This is where many fail, disoriented, anxious, and unprepared for the total darkness. Yet success in this mission hinges on one thing: staying calm in the dark. In the absence of light, SEALs rely on their training, physical strength, and inner resolve to guide them. Panic leads to failure. Composure ensures success. The keel is a metaphor for life's darkest moments, the times when uncertainty, fear, and chaos seem to block your path. It's easy to lose your way, but these are the moments when calmness and preparation matter most. Under the keel is where resilience is forged. When life feels overwhelming, pause and breathe. Trust the skills and strengths you've built along the way. Even in the darkest moments, remember, darkness isn't permanent. Above the keel lies the open water of opportunity. In Navy SEAL training, there's a legendary week called Hell Week, a grueling 6 days of sleeplessness, relentless physical exertion, and mental torment. One of its most notorious challenges takes place on the mud flats near San Diego, where freezing waters and bone-chilling winds test the trainees' endurance. Buried neck-deep in mud, the trainees were told they could escape the ordeal if just 5 of them quit. It was a brutal offer. The temptation to quit was immense as the cold seeped into their bones and the winds howled around them. And yet, amidst the misery, a single voice began to sing. It was out of tune, weak at first, but it carried a spark of defiance. That one voice inspired another, then another, until the entire group was singing together. The mud didn't feel as cold anymore. The darkness didn't seem so endless. They found hope, not in escaping the mud, but in uniting to face it together. This moment holds a universal truth. Even in the darkest times, a single act of hope can illuminate the path forward. Whether it's a kind word, a helping hand, or an act of bravery, one person's courage can inspire many. When life feels like the mud flats, when you're neck-deep in struggles and the weight of despair threatens to consume you, remember the power of hope. Find your voice and sing, even if it's off-key. Your courage can inspire others to persevere and transform the darkness into light. In the SEAL compound, there's a brass bell hanging prominently for all to see. Any trainee can ring it at any time to quit. Ringing the bell means no more 5 a.m. wake-ups, no more freezing swims, no more grueling obstacle courses. It's the promise of immediate relief, but at the cost of giving up. For many, the temptation to quit is overwhelming. The harshness of training, the unrelenting challenges, and the constant fatigue make that bell seem like salvation. But SEALs are trained to resist. They're taught to endure no matter how hard it gets, because ringing the bell doesn't just end the struggle, it ends the dream. This lesson transcends SEAL training. In life, the bell is anything that tempts you to give up when things get hard. It's the voice that whispers, "This is too much. Just stop." But greatness comes to those who refuse to listen. Don't ring the bell. No matter how difficult the path may seem, remind yourself why you started. Focus on the bigger picture, the long-term goal. Success doesn't come from avoiding hardship. It comes from pushing through. The struggle is temporary, but the rewards of perseverance last a lifetime. The mud flats and the brass bell are vivid examples of the resilience needed to overcome life's challenges. But they also highlight something deeper, the power of a single individual to inspire change. During that cold, endless night on the mud flats, one person's song sparked hope in an entire group. That simple act reminds us that one person, with courage and determination, can change the world. Throughout history, we've seen individuals like Abraham Lincoln, Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, and Malala Yousafzai transform their struggles into movements that inspired millions. These individuals didn't have extraordinary powers. They had extraordinary resolve. They believe in a better future and refuse to give up, even in the face of immense adversity. You too have that power. You don't need to change the whole world overnight, but you can change someone's world today. Your kindness, your perseverance, and your courage can create ripples that inspire others. Never underestimate the impact of your actions, no matter how small they may seem. If you want to change the world, the lessons of SEAL training offer a powerful road. Start small, make your bed, master the basics, and let small victories build momentum. Work as a team. You can't paddle through life's challenges alone. Surround yourself with people who inspire and support you. Embrace diversity. Strength comes from different perspectives and experiences. Face fear head-on, whether it's sharks or life's uncertainties. Stand your ground and confront your challenges with courage. Persevere in the darkness. In life's toughest moments, stay calm, composed, and focused on your goals. Inspire hope. One voice, one act of kindness, or one spark of courage can light up even the darkest night. Never give up. Don't ring the bell. No matter how hard it gets, keep moving forward. These lessons aren't just for those in uniform. They're for anyone striving to overcome fear, achieve success, and make a difference. Life will test you, but if you hold on to these principles, you'll emerge stronger, wiser, and ready to inspire the next generation. Changing the world doesn't happen in one sweeping gesture. It begins with small, deliberate actions, a made bid, a bold decision, a refusal to give up. The lessons we've explored remind us that success is not about avoiding failure, but embracing it. Not about eliminating fear, but confronting it with courage. Life will test you. There will be moments when you feel neck deep in challenges, tempted to give up. But remember, resilience, hope, and determination are your greatest tools. Whether it's finding strength in adversity, inspiring others with your courage, or refusing to ring the bell, every step you take brings you closer to becoming the person who can change not just your life, but the lives of those around you. Start today. Take one small step, embrace the lessons, and keep moving forward. Let your actions inspire others, and together, we can build a better world. Thank you for joining me on this journey of resilience and growth. If you found this content valuable, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss out on future lessons and strategies to help you overcome challenges and unlock your true potential. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Until then, keep striving, keep growing, and never ever give up. See you next time.